impressive stuff. It's about the right fights at the right time. Yeah, that's the right decision there.
He's a good fighter on his night.
Every fight wants to go, go, go.
People all over the world, your hands. Start a love train, love train. Ladies and gentlemen, I love that song. It's horrible to interrupt it. A very good afternoon, and welcome to the Bolton White Hotel for an afternoon of professional boxing brought to us by VIP Promotions. We are live and exclusive on VIPboxing.tv. Let's get the first boxer out this afternoon. Please welcome from Europe's entertainment capital, Blackpool, Craig Sumner. And ladies and gentlemen, quite unbelievably, opposing Craig, also from Europe's entertainment capital, Blackpool, Tyrone Baron Price.
You're welcome to the White's Hotel here in sunny Bolton for the latest VIP show. Rare bit of Sunday afternoon boxing for you. I don't think there's anyone particularly good on Super Sunday on Sky today, so where else would you rather be? And we've got Tyrone Bowen Price making his debut. He's fighting Craig Sumner. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I've got Wayne Woods joining me for the first fight. How are you, Wayne?
All right, good. Super Sunday, mate. Come on, we've got Leeds against Liverpool today, haven't we? You know, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it looks a tough match on paper for, is it Bowen Price? Obviously, Craig Sumner's unbeaten, 1-0. You don't normally see lads take unbeaten kids on the debut, do you? So.
You do. Lots coming up for you today. We've got Rhiannon Dixon, latest matchroom signing. Casey Brown's going to fight Jack Kilgannon, Central Area champion. He's in action. Jacob Roller, really, really good amateur. He's making his debut. And then we've got Luke Evans, who we've all got high hopes for. And then James Moorcroft, top of the bill, sometime around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once more. The officials have been appointed by the Central Area Council of the British Boxing Board of Control, whose area representative, sitting extremely proudly at ringside, is Miss Sally C. This first contest is 4 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. Introducing to firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the tangerine colored shorts trimmed with white and black. At the weight he's scaled, 11 stone, 13 pounds, 3 ounces. Today is his second professional contest, presenting from the seaside resort of Blackpool, Craig Sumner. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black shorts trimmed with a gold spangled effect. At the weight he scaled, 10 stone, 6 pounds, 10 ounces. Today is his proud professional debut, also hailing from Blackpool, Tyrone Bowen Price. Timekeeper at the bell is Chris O'Connor from Witness, and a fine referee in charge of the action, Preston's Jamie Kirkpatrick, for 3-minute rounds.
We all forgot to turn my mic off there. Here we go, first fight of the day. Tyrone Bowen Price making his debut against Craig Sumner. Looking at the records on this one, Wayne, Craig's 1-0. So it's a bit of a, you can see, big, strong lad as well, knows what he's doing. Tough debut, isn't it?
Very tough debut. Obviously, Bowen Price looks in great shape there, doesn't he? But Craig Summers does look at the size of his back. He's a big old boy, like. But very hard debut, very hard debut. But with what I'm hearing, with Bowen Price, limited amateur experience, but been in gym a very long time. So hopefully he can pull this off and get the win and move forward. But they're both a bit cagey early on, aren't they?
Yeah. I think at the moment, for a lot of these lads, particularly the debutants, you've got to take what you can get, don't you? You know, I know a few of your lads were supposed to make the debuts, and for just lack of opponents at the moment, it means they've been put on the shelf for a little bit longer. And if an opponent crops up, if you're desperate to get in there, you've just got to take it at the moment.
Oh yeah, we got offered a couple of European kids, good European kids, for Jake Goodwin. We were happy to take them, just down to circumstances and board not allowing it. You know, you wouldn't have took them on your debut, but we were happy to take out. We know what his boy's capable of.
Nice right hand.
Lovely.
Nice right hand left up there from Bowen Price.
Yeah, he's raised his hand up a bit now, but he has a low lead hand. So if I were Craig Summers, I'd be looking to set my left hook up off there. If you can see there with low lead hand.
Can see what Bowen Price is trying to do, can't you? Just trying to draw a lead so he can counter.
Yeah, just counter with that backhand and pivot off maybe on left hook, on right hook, sorry. Just more feinting, open doors, but I'll tell you what, Craig Summers is a big boy.
Made at the very, very last minute. Lots of fights and lots of shows have been cancelled over the last couple of weeks, but I think this one was pulled together at some point yesterday afternoon, so if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, he's not had time to think too much about who he's fighting, but also he's not had the time to get himself ready, Bowen Price.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? But if you're a model professional like most are nowadays, it's a matter of just staying in gym, staying ready, and whoever's put in front of you, your team will have a quick look and try to get a game plan together.
Beautiful.
Lovely backhand.
Beautiful straight left hand. Not a bad start to your professional career, is it?
No, definitely not. We just spoke about that. He's just waiting to set it up, one area hoping for him to lead and catch him with a backhand, and that's what he's done. And
he's got 20 seconds left in him around.
Yeah.
Nice, composed head though. He's not dived in. He's not rushed as he's. What that success came from being patient. And he's just trying to carry on with that little strategy.
Yeah, I think Craig's just going to try to put a bit of pressure on as well now to show that he's not hurt. But you know, Bowen Price looks very relaxed for a novice kid, really.
Really good. Now, Bagel, wonders of modern technology. I think we've got some replays for you today.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Here we can see just looking for a feint. Beautiful right hand left cut. Straight left, sorry. He picked that punch beautifully, didn't he? Straight.
Yeah,
found a little gap.
Just pouring out a little bit with his lead hand, just to set it up, looking for when that opening's coming. Obviously, like I say, I was a little bit concerned with his lead hand's low, but you know, it's working for him, innit? He's feinting off it and he's allowing him to land that straight backhand. His Bowen Price. So, but no, it looks good. I'm impressed so far with the Davidson.
Seconds out. Round 2.
It's got one of those styles, Bowen Price, where Sumner just trying to really change the tempo, isn't he? Trying to make it his kind of fight. But Bowen Price has got one of those styles where if he does find his range, he does find his timing, it's going to be a real tough night for you, isn't it? That southpaw jab, the straight left hand looks powerful.
Yeah, that's it, innit? You know, he's very relaxed as well with it. So, well, once he can get into his rhythm, and it'd be very hard to break out that rhythm as well, I would have thought. Because you've seen Craig Sumner there put it straight on him, trying to break it, and he's gone back to what he knows, very relaxed, you know, just looking, feinting, looking for them little shots, again, just trying to make him lead. Lovely body shot there, lovely body shot.
It's been a couple of nice straight lefts to her body, hasn't it? He puts a right hook in there as well, just behind the elbow.
That's it. It's that southpaw uppercut's a lovely shot. One at best to do it. Obviously, a good mate of mine, he's Matty Hughes. It works tremendous for him, feint, little southpaw uppercut, and it lands every time. Again, look, them body attacks, they'll take it out of Summer.
Yeah, I think Bowen Price might just be setting up that big straight left as well. You know, he's working the body. Sumner's guard's coming down, isn't it? And I think he's just going to be beautiful body shot. I think that might be the end of it.
Yeah, definitely. When they knock wind out of your sails, there's no getting up from them, is there?
Yeah, he's decided that's it, Craig Sumner. That's a fantastic debut, isn't it, from Tyrone Bowen Price?
Oh, fantastic. What more can you ask for? You got around him with an experienced kid, well, more experienced than yourself, 1-0, then come out second round and stop him. He'll be happy with that, and he'll be looking to move on more now. Very relaxed kid. I like him, you can tell. If he keeps doing what he's doing, listening to the corner team, he'll have a bright future, won't he? You can see.
Well, I thought he was using the body shots to disguise for straight left, but he didn't need to in the end, did he? The body shots did the damage. Here we can have a look. Have a look at it. There it is. Painful, painful night's work. I know he took it on short notice, Sumner, but
yeah. Listen, that's just boxing at the minute, innit? We've got to take what comes. Most lads know that, and Craig Sumner will come and thinking he could win, but come unstuck.
Very impressive debut, Tyrone Bowen Price. One to watch. Craig Sumner drops to 1-1, got off to a winning start on his debut, but if we're honest, he just looked outmatched there completely, didn't he?
Yeah, from word go. It was a bit cagey, wasn't it, first 30 seconds or so. But a bit cagey, obviously Bowen Price was, but like you say, once you find that time in that distance and get into a bit of a rhythm, it looks like an hard kid to break out of that rhythm.
Here we go over to Mike Pass for the official announcement, but pretty impressive start to the afternoon there from Tyrone Bowen Price.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 37 seconds of round number 2, Your winner by way of stunning knockout on his proud professional debut from Blackpool, Tyrone, Bowen Prime. And whilst it lasted, your appreciation, please, for another young man from Blackpool, Craig Sumner.
Shell. Little change of commentary here. Wayne Woods has gone getting the next guy to take the co-commentary seat, so I'll just run you through what we've got. We've got Rhiannon Dixon. She's up next. She's fighting Karina Kopinska. Casey Brown's making his debut against Danny Little. Jack Kilgannon against Damian Stanislavski. Jacob Roll against Ivan. You can read that better than me. Let's go with Jegatch. Luke Evans against Dennis Madry. And then James Moorcroft against Octavia Grati.
Two.
Keep on riding, riding on through. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train.
We're going to give a shout out to Rob up in the galley. He's playing some fantastic tunes today. Let's have a nice round of applause for Rob. Well done, Rob. Don't forget Baccarat later, okay? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to the ladies' 4 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Please welcome, firstly, making her entrance to the ring, a continental visitor from Katowice, Poland, presenting Karina Kopinska. And now introducing the undefeated sensation from Wigan, Rhiannon Dixon.
Second fight of the afternoon here for very exciting, highly rated Rhiannon Dixon fighting Karina Kopinska. Changing the co-commentary seat, we've got Aki Kareem now. Wayne Woods has gone for a walk. How are you, Aki?
I'm looking forward to this one, John. I thought I was having a night off, but it wasn't to be. But I'm happy to be in the commentary position because looking forward to seeing Rhiannon box.
Yeah, we have lots of hype building behind Rhiannon Dixon. She's signed a deal with Matchroom. She's going to be fighting on October 9th, I believe. Looked really good on her debut in this very arena, actually. Surprised everybody, made everyone sit up and take notice. Bit of a frustrating second outing when the girl all she wanted to do was hold, but she'll be looking to get back on track today.
Yeah, I remember a pro
We
debut.
are live and
I think it was
exclusive on
Sports Show, wasn't it?
VIPboxing.tv. Commentator at ringside, Mr. John Evans. Don't forget to send John your tweets via the hashtag. This next contest is 4 two-minute rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the multicolored shorts. At the weight she scaled 9 stone, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. Today is her 59th professional appearance in a boxing ring. Hailing from Katowice, Poland, presenting Karina Kopinska. And opposing her, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the green-colored shorts trimmed with gold and white. At the weight she scaled 9 stone, 9 pounds, 2 ounces, a perfect unblemished record, 2 contests, 2 wins. Here is the undefeated sensation from Wigan, Rhiannon Dixon. Timekeeper at the bell, Burnley's Gary Grennan, and without question, the finest referee in charge of the action, star referee John Latham from Barry. 4 two-minute rounds.
So we go 4 two-minute rounds here at lightweight. Rhiannon Dixon, first fight with Anthony Croller in a corner. A long time out of the ring as well. It's looking back here, December 2019 since she made a second appearance. So with the obvious pandemic problems, Rhiannon's been out of action for a little while, but training hard, and I think we can expect to see some fast hands, some nice head movement, and some good footwork from Rhiannon.
Oh yeah, she's an exciting fighter. She's always looking for opportunities as well. I've just noticed that her opponent has actually been quite active. You know, could be a good little test for Rhiannon.
Yeah, Kopinska fought Katie Healy not too long ago. Katie got the win over her on, I think it was Katie's professional debut, but you know, Rhiannon, when a professional takes a jab there, a debut opened a lot of people's eyes. No one quite knew what to expect from her because she didn't have a big amateur background. It was all white collar and unlicensed, I think. She came out with lots of head movement, beautiful left hand, and really looked the part. And the hype's only built really since then.
It certainly has. You know, she puts the combinations together really well. And you know, as you can see, she's just always looking to just find that opening. And she's aggressive and she's exciting to watch. But of course, after you've been out the ring a while, you need to just sort of ease back into it a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
She's been training really hard. Seen her working over there in Astley with Anthony.
She's got clipped a couple of times so far, hasn't she? Kopinska found her with a jab and just landed a little right hand as well. Just trying to find that timing, find that distance. But you can see what the weapon is, Guy. You can see the straight left is the weapon.
Yeah, she's also got a really nice right hand to the right hook to the body as well, which she puts in after it. Like I say, yeah, she puts the shots together nicely.
What did impress on her debut, she had head movement, but she was punching off that head movement. You know, she wasn't. It wasn't trying to draw a feint and then not countering. She was moving in, moving out, moving left and right, but also throwing that right hook and straight left hand off her head movement.
Yeah, and she's closing the range down here.
Nice composed round here for Rhiannon Dixon. Didn't rush anything. Lots of footwork. Took a couple of little shots, but nothing to be overly concerned about, and probably look to step up the tempo as we go.
Some good tunes on tonight, John.
Yeah. That's what you get from VIP, Aki, on a Sunday afternoon. Where would you rather be?
Nowhere, mate. I'd rather be nowhere else.
Than listening to the Monkeys in Bolton's White Hotel.
You couldn't write that script, could you? To be honest, though, great turnout, and everyone is in 5 fettle today, and it's good to see, isn't it, of the small circuit. There's been, I think, 3 shows in Manchester over this weekend, and they've all been well attended.
Yeah, I think people are just desperate for a day or a night out, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, I think just speaking to lads who've got tickovers today, they've all done 150, 200 tickets for mates, and people are just desperate to get out and see live sport again.
Yeah, definitely, and it's good to see because we have had a long period of restrictions, haven't we? So it's great to see everybody here today. That's a good left hand to the body there, straight left hand to the body.
Just got clipped a little again on a way in, didn't she, Rhiannon, there? Just got to keep those hands up when she makes her way in.
She's probably a bit eager to put on a show, isn't she, in front of her? Because I know she's got a good amount of support here with her tonight.
Looks for a little lead right hook there with her left hand following it afterwards. Something noticeable I've noticed about Rhiannon, she's really looking to get the body shots off, isn't she? She's really exaggerating, leaning over, trying to get around those elbows. There's a nice little short body shot there, beautiful, and a good good left hook. Come from working with Anthony Crolla, you know.
Yeah.
Body attack was a big part of Crolla's game, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'll never forget the Barroso fight, even the Perez fight, Darlis Perez, when he won the title. I think Rhiannon's in the groove now, isn't she?
Yeah, she found her range, found her mark a little bit more, hasn't she?
She's kind of looking to stalk her opponent now, isn't she? Just getting the foot speed going.
Does plenty of top-class sparring, Rhiannon, doesn't she? She's in Gallagher's gym a lot, sparring with the likes of Natasha Jonas. And speaking to Anthony Crolla, he says the sparring sessions between Tasha and Rhiannon are unbelievable, really. You know, you wouldn't imagine with such a vast level of difference in experience. Rhiannon's really coming on in leaps and bounds. Yeah,
and that's a good sign for the future, isn't it? This Karina Kopinska, though, she's playing a part at the minute. She's she's started off quite well, but now obviously the quality's starting to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, whenever Rhiannon just starts to get into a little bit of a rhythm, Kopinska just lands something to just act as a little reminder to Rhiannon. You know, if it was a little, Rhiannon did well there, nice little attack on the ropes, but Kopinska just put a little right hand in just to keep her alert, didn't it? Perfect little opponent for your comeback after almost 2 years out.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned the signing with Matchroom. That's a big deal. That, you know, that's really important. Massive platform they're working with now. And in women's boxing, we speaking to Rhiannon about this not too long ago. In a few fights' time, she could find herself in a real meaningful title fight. So the future is bright for her. She plays the cards right.
Oh yeah, obviously the relationship with Crolla's going to give you opportunities. You're going to get noticed quicker, but you've got to be able to fight. And so far, Rhiannon's shown that she can. But when you look at girls like Amy Timlin fighting for the European title last night, opportunities have come pretty quickly. And I know Amy had a much longer amateur background and was involved in combat sports before, but 21-year-old girl on a big stage last night.
Absolutely.
And Rhiannon's going to get an opportunity.
That's exactly right. It was great to see her getting that opportunity. Unfortunately, it wasn't a night, but, you know, as you say, in a female boxing world, in the boxing pool, you can come back from those sorts of fights.
No, Kopinska just looking to get on the front foot a little bit more. Another little nice right hand.
Yeah, that's a good right hand from her there.
Be good to see Rhiannon on the back foot. In both her appearances so far, she's been the one looking to come forward. Beautiful little right uppercut.
That was lovely there. You see she dipped a little bit. Oh, it took a right hand as well back, but this is good. This is what we want to see, really. Dust the cobwebs off. Nice body shot.
Right hook to her body's become a big weapon for Rhiannon Dixon, hasn't it, during this 2 years out. It was a little bit like don't text in saying I'm making comparisons. Not what boxing fans are like. But when Manny Pacquiao burst onto the scene, he was all about that straight left hand. That's all it was. He had one weapon. It was a big straight left hand.
That's right, yeah. Until Freddie Roach coached him out of it, didn't he? Yeah. But yeah.
So it's these fighters, don't matter what level you start the game at, as you go on, you pick up more and more weapons and you realise when to use them. And Rhiannon Dixon adding extra little bits to a game, which is, you would imagine the improvements are going to be well, she's going to skyrocket considering she had virtually no amateur background.
Oh, definitely. And considering how long she's been out of the ring as well, you know, she's finding her feet well here. She's controlled the ring generalship and a lot of elements of this fight. It's just, you know, I feel like with a bit of activity, you'll start to see what she's really about when she looks razor sharp like she did in her professional debut. She looked razor sharp that night.
Yeah. Another good round in the bank there. Saying good round because this is absolutely priceless experience that Rhiannon Dixon's getting here. She's got a decent opponent in who's not on the back foot, not on the defensive. She's constantly looking to land her own little punches, and Rhiannon's having to think and work through these new tactics that Croller's trying to instill into her.
Yeah, and that's crucial, isn't it? It's crucial to get the learning experiences early on in the career, isn't there? There'd be no point in there coming in there, smashing someone in 20 seconds. She shouldn't have learned anything from that. So yeah, a good bit of matchmaking here because, like I say, the opponent's fresh, sharp, she's been active, she's come with a bit of her own ambition, and it's exactly what Rhiannon needed.
Yeah, and if this matchroom debut is just less than a month away now, well, she's going in well prepared. You wouldn't want to go in with 30 seconds action and 1 round's action. You know, she's had a nice little fight here, nice little rush header, and she should fly into that date in October in Liverpool.
She's very marketable, of course, as well. She's great on camera. She talks well, and I think the Liverpool fans are going to like her.
Here we go, 4th and final round here. I think we can see Kopinska's going to look to land the straight right hand. Rhiannon Dixon's going to look to land the right hand to the body and match straight left. Seen that right uppercut's worked nicely a couple of times, hasn't it?
Yeah, she has varied the shots. She's varied the shots tonight. You get the sense she's working on a few things as well, you know, that her and Crawler have been working on.
There's that straight left hand. Couple of little left hands again then.
Yeah.
That right up to the body, I just wonder if part of... It's one thing learning to throw it, the other thing is learning the right time to throw it. And there's just been a couple of times where there's not been a set up for it. She maybe led with it a little bit and just got clipped a couple of little times with left hooks in return.
I think a lot of it's just wanting to impress her fans and, you know, put on a show, because that's what she likes. She really does care about her fans and followers. So that's the one little error, isn't it? Just to have a little look at. A couple of those, getting clipped a couple of times, but
nothing major, nothing to worry about. Very experienced. Can we call her a journeywoman? Karina Kopinska?
Well, she's far better than a lot of journeywomen I've seen, like, well, the majority of them, and you know, she's experienced. That's a good left hand then from Rhiannon straight down the pipe. And another one.
Yeah, beautiful. Just found the mark for that straight left hand. I don't think really she could have asked for much more there, Rhiannon Dixon. She got a good opponent, good 4 rounds under her belt. First fight with a new coach in the corner, and she's got a big fight on the horizon. Yeah,
and she had to work. And great preparation for a good turnaround in October there.
And well done, Karina Kopinska, as well.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Michael Pass at RMC for today will just be collecting the scores. I think it's pretty academic. I think Rhiannon Dixon's going to go to 3-0 here. But a nice little workout.
I do apologise for the late entrance. The cakes are very nice. You just turn the mic up a little bit, please, Rob. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of lightweight action, star referee John Latham has scored the contest 40 points to 36 points for your winner. Hailing from Wigan, now undefeated in 3 professional contests, Rhiannon Dixon.
And there we have it, John.
Your appreciation, please, for Poland's Kopinska.
Yep. There we
Good
go.
win tonight, and onwards and upwards. Look forward to seeing Rhiannon back in action.
Yep. Be very pleased with that. Anthony Crowley will be very pleased with that. Lots to work on. Get back in the gym on, well, I assume pretty quickly, maybe back in on Monday. Start working on those little things ready for Liverpool.
John, it's been a pleasure. I'll catch you later on.
Yep, we've got a revolving seat in the co-commentary position. Aki Cream's leaving and Jake Goodwin is going to join us now for the next fight. We'll be back in a minute.
Are we ready for some Baccarat? Yeah, Rob, what do you think? Baccarat? Not yet? Okay. Let me know. On we go with contest number 3, a young man hailing from Driffield. Here is Danny Little.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to get down. Jump around.
And hailing from Warrington, Casey Brown.
He's let me down.
Well, here comes Casey Brown, another debutant today, taking on Danny Little, light middleweight. In the commentary seat next to me, Jake Goodwin. We should have been commentating on your debut today, Jake, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, my fight is actually going to come on today. Shame, but we'll move forward and we'll go again.
Anyway, Casey Brown has got an opponent. He's just ducking between the ropes now, making his way into the ring for the first time. We'll get the weights and we'll tell you a little bit more about Casey Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division is this afternoon's next contest. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black blood shorts trimmed with silver. At the weight he scaled, 11 stone, 6 pounds, 13 ounces. Tonight is his 79th professional appearance, presenting from Driffield Lethal, Danny Little. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white blood shorts trimmed with sky blue. At the weight he scaled, 10 stone, 12 pounds, 1 ounce. Tonight is his proud professional debut, presenting from Warrington, Casey Brown. Timekeeper at the bell is Chris O'Connor, and the excellent Jamie Kirkpatrick from Preston is in charge of the action for 3-minute rounds.
First 4 rounds of Casey Brown's career, he's fighting Danny Little. Danny, one of the more well-known opponents on the circuit. Gives lots of lads a decent workout, Danny. Did a little bit of runner form a couple of years ago where he beat a couple of winning fighters, but since then he's been on the road giving prospects like this a good 4 rounds. And Casey Brown looking to make a good start to his professional career, Jake.
Yeah, he's been in with quite a few names, he has, Danny Little. Been about for a while, you know, he's, what was it, his 70th tonight?
Yeah, at least 70.
And Casey Brown looking nice and relaxed, confident.
He does. Very, very talented amateur, Casey. More than 100 amateur fights, 160 odd of them. Very talented, well-known fight around the Northwest, isn't he? Gets around the gym, sparring and stuff.
Yeah, he does. I'm surprised me and Casey never met in the amateurs ourselves. We boxed at the same weight, know each other through social media, and we're both now moving over to the pros. Casey today making his debut.
Was he someone you were aware of on the circuit? You know, you're both at the same weight. Was he someone people talked about?
Not so much where I am, because we're in different parts of the country, so it weren't. But when it sort of comes to the nationals, and you get through the Yorkshire, the regional, oh, lovely there from Casey. And, you know, you see the names from the other regions. That's when you start hearing of the other lads.
Looks nice and relaxed, doesn't he? He's not lost his head on his ring walk for his debut. Just kept everything nicely
nice
under
and
control.
Lovely. Simple boxing.
Big fan of Josh Kelly, I believe. But just looks like he might like to get involved a little bit more than Josh. Nice little combination there. Danny isn't going to do anything silly, is he? He's not going to lead off with anything wild and open himself up.
No, he's not. Keeping himself nice and tight. Casey's just staying relaxed, looking nice, composing himself.
When you're watching these guys make the debut, Jake, do you look how they're going about it? Do you look and see if they're doing things well, or because you've got this coming, in the next few weeks?
That's it. Yeah, I've got this coming. I watch debuts. I watch all the fights, as I watch all of them, you know, see how they are, and seeing debuters not rush out and blow it all away and make mistakes is good. How Casey's doing here, and that's how I'm going to be as well. You know, nice and relaxed, composed, not just going there rushing. But it is nice to watch everything. The ring walk, the whole experience yet to come for me.
But Casey Brown's going to wait for Danny Little to lead off here, so he's got something to work with. He's going to be waiting a long night. You know, Casey's going to have to make his own openings. Beautiful little right uppercut there. His first round in the bank, and a pretty successful one for Casey Brown. I suppose another reason why these journeymen aren't going to open up and leave gaps is the money's never been better for a journeyman boxer. The last thing on earth they want to do is be stopped. There's so many shows, the wages have gone up because we're in demand, and if any of these guys get stopped, they're going to be missing out on a couple of bumper paydays.
That's it, yeah, they're not going to do anything stupid. They know it's their job, and they know if they get stopped, they're not getting paid. But they do a good job.
Yeah, I think these journeymen are on more than time and a half at the minute, Jay.
Well, they're making more than me tonight, that's for sure.
10 seconds, corners.
You know, fair play to them. The sport relies on people like these, doesn't it?
It does.
Round 2.
So round 2 here for Casey Brown and Danny Little.
He's starting a little bit faster this round, he is, Casey. I think he knows he has to whoop it a little bit.
But Danny's all feints, all head movement, but just looking to walk him down, and not many punches
much.
coming.
No, not throwing much, but he's moving. I think he's trying to make Casey work.
It's tricky. I always think it must be a tricky thing for people like Casey. You know, he's a good amateur, mixing with the top kids as an amateur, and then in the gym in preparation, he'll have been mixing with good fighters in sparring. He's probably not been in with, despite all his experience, he won't have been in with someone just looking to cover up and survive like Danny. So it's an entirely new experience, isn't it?
That's it, because in the amateurs, boxing and in sparring, but both are in there to compete, do well and win. They're not just there to cover up and get punched. So it is a different experience, this.
And Danny just slung one little right hand over the top there, just caught Casey, just making sure he stays awake. That's the problem, isn't it? Just being lulled into a false sense of security and doing something silly.
Yeah. But he's doing well at staying relaxed again. I'd like to see him throw a little bit more, maybe up the work rate. So nice success there.
It's nice straight shots there from Casey Brown. It's very difficult, isn't it? And like normally you'd like to see different phases of attack, but when Danny's not giving you anything to work with.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit difficult. You know, Casey might be thinking, when's he going to throw? Because he's not throwing much. And they're just a big wild one. He's throwing the odd now and then. But they're all just singles.
Well, you could see as soon as Casey caught the punch, he was looking to counter, wasn't he, straight away? So you can see as soon as Danny does open up, you know, beautiful little right uppercut. As soon as he does open up, Casey is going to attack. But as we said pretty early on, you know, he's going to have to create his own openings here. So far, so good for Casey Brown here. It's 2 rounds in the bank. So like Danny has got his guard up nice and tight, but it's pretty high, isn't it? I just wonder if Casey could sling some straight shots down the middle to the body. You know,
yeah, well, we've seen a nice uppercut there from Casey. You know, a couple of shots downstairs, bring the hands down a bit, and then open up a little bit more. You know, it's 2 good rounds for him. He's nice and relaxed, composed, but I think now we'd like to see maybe a little bit more from him, see what he's capable of.
all the nerves all left his body now, won't they?
Yeah,
you know, he'll be a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
Maybe just in rounds 3 and 4, maybe we may see a little bit more of what Casey Brown can do.
Yeah, it's with Danny Little just keeping his hands up, moving forward. He's there to be hit. He's a moving target. 3rd round now for Casey.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Connor's going to be more than happy with him, though. You know, it's all gone to plan so far. Nothing silly, no mistakes, and he looks the part.
Yeah, he's definitely listening to his corner, doing everything right. Looking good. Good debut here for him. Lovely uppercut again. He's having success with that.
Yeah, that's been his punch of the night, punch of the afternoon, hasn't it? That right uppercut. Must be very accurate because Danny's got a very tight guard, hasn't he?
Yeah, he keeps finding his way through, he does.
I was watching an interview with Casey not too long ago, and seems like quite a sensible lad, you know, realistic ambitions. He says in 3 years he'd be looking hopefully to be an area title, British title sort of level.
Realistic goals.
So it's realistic goals, isn't it? Not getting carried away saying, you know, world titles.
World title in 3 years. I mean, we'd all love that. I'd love that. But yeah, you've got to be realistic in this game.
Especially moving at the way things are moving at the moment for prospects. You know, lots of shows, but opportunities to get on the shows are pretty slim, aren't they? Because there's so many people waiting to get out.
They are. If it was up to me, I'd be out all the time as well. I was hoping to be on this card today and then get out again in only a few weeks. I want to be out, as I'm sure all prospects do.
Yeah, you have to look Jake up on Instagram. Someone VIP have got high hopes for. He's had more than a few delays, Jake, but he'll be out.
Yeah, frustrating, but it'd be great if you want to look me up. Yeah, Jake Goodwin Boxing on Instagram. Get the debut very soon and then climb the ranks as soon as possible.
What about boxing over in Yorkshire, Jake? You couldn't be turning over at a better time, could you? Flying
no, that's it. That's it. And boxing's on a high in Leeds at the minute. Great city for it. So it's great over in Yorkshire.
Just waiting for that next wave, aren't we, to come in behind Josh. You know, Josh is probably tapering down now. VIP fighter Josh Warrington. Just coming to the end, got to pick his last few fights well, and then we're going to need the next group coming in behind him.
Yeah, that's it. And in my mind, I am that next one to come through.
There you go, you heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Jake Goodwin. So another good round.
Yeah, 3 rounds in the bank there for Danny Little, the man with the superhero tattoos, and Casey Brown on his debut. Still got 4 fights to come for you. We've got Central Area Champion Jack Kilgannon. He's fighting Damien Stanislavski. Jake Cabral against Ivan Jegatch. Luke Evans, who we've all got high hopes for. He's fighting Dennis Madry. And then we've got James Moorcroft against Octavia Grati. That's going to be the top of the bill later on.
You know what, though? It's nice to see boxing back. Fans back in. Shows going ahead. It's been a long time, and it is nice to see it.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out. Before and final round.
Yeah, just having a look around. You commentate from up on a balcony here at the White's Hotel, and you have to watch on a monitor. You can't really see what's going on beneath you, but just had a quick look over then, and it's full today.
It's full. It's been full from the start, yeah. I got here before the first one, and it was full straight away. It's nice. Everyone wants to come and see a bit of boxing. Fast open from this final round there, Casey Brown.
Yeah, Danny just looking there to close the distance and keep himself safe. Very few scares for Danny. No scares at all for Casey Brown so far. And Danny will be looking to maintain that for the next couple of minutes. But Casey will just be looking to leave a little mark, won't he? Send his fans home with something to remember.
Yeah, definitely. Debut one to remember. He looks like he's enjoyed this. Danny Little just doing what he has to do. Nice tight guard.
Be learning so much in there, Casey Brown. All the little things that someone like Danny Little can do. All the little ways he buys time and stops you from throwing by not throwing himself, and for clinching and moving you around in the clinch. He'll be learning so much, Casey, won't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely will be. It's all learning. Yeah, he's just closing the gap now, isn't he, Danny?
With Casey, in an ideal world, a couple of fights down the line, he'll be able to meet Danny coming in with something, won't he? And stop him in his tracks, stop him being able to get in there.
Yeah.
That only comes with your strength, doesn't it, and experience?
That's it, yeah, experience, strength. The more you're out, the more you learn. You know what, watching this just makes me even more hungry to get out. Really does. But great there from Casey on his debut. Lovely body shots.
In the last 10 seconds, Casey Brown had it all his own way, hasn't he? He's been in control for a second. Couldn't really put a big dent in Danny Little there, but I don't think he'll worry too much about that.
No, he's not worried. He's got the points win there. Great debut for him. I think Danny will be happy with that as well. You know, get back out on the road again.
Got a little talk that journeymen always give to prospects. Just telling them what worked, what didn't work, and just giving them a little bit of praise. Looking around, you can see the other fighters we've still got to come. We've got James Moorcroft going through his warm-ups. Jack Kilgannon just ready to go now. He'll be making the walk in a couple of minutes. Luke Evans got his hands wrapped, just leaning over the barriers. Plenty of action still to come. Jacob Roll as well. Very good amateur. He's making his professional debut in probably about half an hour's time. Don't forget, you can send your questions in on YouTube. Read them all out, no matter what you send in. And hashtag VIP Boxing Live. And we are live on Facebook as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 3-minute rounds of middleweight action, referee Jamie Kirkpatrick has scored the contest 40 points to 36 points for your winner. On his proud professional debut, hailing from Warrington, Casey Brown. And your appreciation, please, for a true stalwart of British boxing, Danny Little.
There we go, 40-36, just as we thought. Casey Brown up and running 1-0.
2, 2, 1, 2. Are we having the big song now? Ladies and gentlemen, we did a show in Liverpool last week. This went down really well. You've got to beat the Scousers. This singer is the lead singer of a band called Baccarat. She died last night, Maria Meliadina. I'm sure you'll know the chorus. Please join in. Let's have a good time. I never thought the Scousers would beat people from Bolton. I've got you in a corner now. Hey, you know, get on. Thank you, Rob. This is our fourth contest of the evening. We are now in the light heavyweight division. Another continental visitor. Please welcome from Poland, Damian Stanislavski. And here comes the unbeaten sensation from Oldham, Jackie Boy Kilgannon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 3-minute rounds of an international light heavyweight contest. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue collar shorts trimmed with black and white. At the weight, he's scaled 11 stone, 8 pounds 13 ounces. He hails from Bytom City, Poland, presenting Damian Stanislavski. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the dark blue shorts trimmed with orange. At the weight, he scaled 12 stone, 4 pounds 14 ounces. A perfect, unblemished, pure record consisting of 10 contests, 10 wins. 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He comes to the ring this evening as the current and reigning Central Area Middleweight Champion, presenting from Oldham, the undefeated Jackie Boy Kilgannon. Timekeeper at the bell, Gary Grennan from Burnley, and the excellent star referee in charge of the action, the ubiquitous Mr. John Latham. 6 3-minute rounds.
Yep, 6 3-minute rounds here. Jack Kilgannon, the Central Area Middleweight Champion. He's fighting Damian Stanislavski, 4-4 from Poland. Never fought in Britain before. So, sort of a little bit of an unknown prospect, Steve.
Yeah, 50-50 record and game for it. The other thing with Jack is that he's been out for over 18 months. He put a load of weight on and he's just got down to like 12 stone 4, which is a lot above his natural weight. So it could be an interesting fight, this.
It will, yeah. Stanislavski looks in tremendous shape, doesn't he? Looks hard as nails.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You don't know, does he see coming over here as a new career, or does he see it as easy money? We're about to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, one thing for sure is Kilgannon doesn't mess about. He's always in entertaining fights and he's on the front foot from the start here. I think it'll be interesting, this.
Massive middleweight Kilgannon, isn't he?
He is.
I saw him walking around Chadderton Park not too long ago. He said he was just trying to get the extra couple of pounds down. He said this training camp's been more about losing my weight and getting back in fighting shape, really.
Yeah, this COVID's, you know, it's affected everybody in different ways, hasn't it? But boxers like Jack, you know, full-time workers, eating bacon butties and eating pies, I believe he went up to 15 stone, so he must have took 2.5 stone off to get where he is now. But I told him straight after this he's got to be straight back in the gym and keep his weight off. Don't be putting any more back on.
Yeah, his dad's in the pub business as well, isn't he? So it's not.
I never knew that. I'll have to start getting pally with his dad. But he's boxing quite well, isn't he? You know, yeah, ring rust will be at the part, but I'm presuming it's the same for the other guy as well. I've actually not checked when he fought last time, but Jack's in control, but not dominating.
Yeah, he's not shy, Jack, is he? He's not feeling his way in. He's looking to let their mans go.
Yeah, could fight back for him, to be honest with you.
No, this guy, Stanislavski's fought 3 times this year.
Has he?
So he's in fighting shape, so going over 6 here, so no, Jack should be fit. He's a machine, isn't he, when he's at his best. You know, he doesn't really tire, so he should be all right, but might just get interesting.
Listen, Ben doesn't mess about in the shed there, does he? He puts some through growlers, so I'm not concerned, or I shouldn't be concerned about his stamina. But, he's got boxing quite well behind the jab. I know you can see he's looking to get the big right hand off.
It's just over 2 years, you know, since he beat John Telford for the middleweight title.
Yeah.
Long time out the ring for someone like Jack.
I know, and you know, we was hoping that would have been the kickstart for him to moving on and get into big title fights, but you know, like you say, such a long time out, he needs a 6-rounder to get the rust off him, and even though he's winning this fight, it doesn't look like the kid's going to wilt, does it?
No, he's come for a goal, hasn't he? Wins a big overhand right in there. Ooh, left and a right just find the mark.
Yeah.
Bit raggy there, Kilgannon at the end.
He was, I think he was getting a bit over-eager, and they'll add it in with a left and right and a nut as well, doesn't he? So hopefully that'll wake him up.
Strange one, Jack, isn't he? When the shed turned over, he had like Danny Wright, who works for VIP now. You had Jack Rafferty. They were the two hyped ones, and Jack Kilgannon was always like the third one, wasn't he? But he's just kept going and kept going, kept going. He's the one who's got the area title, and he's the one who's got loads to build on at the minute. Yeah,
I feel sorry a little bit for Ben, because he did have a good stable there, and there were kids that he'd brought through from nothing in the amateurs as well, so he's just left with one at the moment. It'd be nice if he could get a couple more. He's obviously a good trainer.
Yeah, it's a tough gym, isn't it, the shed? You know, he's, like you said in the first round, nothing's half done in the shed. You know, the sparring's hard, isn't it? The conditioning's hard. He makes sure they're ready, Ben.
Yeah, and you know what? They all want to have a fight, don't they? There's no messing about with the lads from the shed, and he's already starting off exciting.
Just got to use that size, hasn't he, Kilgannon? Use that jab, stay away from this guy's the wild swings he's putting in every now and then.
Yeah, he could win the fight at distance, but he's obviously not going to do, is he? He's putting it on him already now.
Starting to look tired, Stanislavski. His hands are dropped, he's just backing away constant.
I don't know if he's tired or hurt, he might be a bit of both, but he's taking a little bit of welly off Kilgannon now, isn't he?
He looks like the boss here, Kilgannon, doesn't he, now? He looks like he's bullying him a bit.
Yeah. Some confusion to the body, which has obviously tickled him and took a bit out of him.
Yeah, we're guessing Kilgannon will be in TV fights at some point, aren't we? And he's got a style made for it, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
Big ticket seller as well.
I don't think he's in Sam Egginton's bracket as of the other night on Channel 5. It was unbelievable, wasn't it? But you know, I think that's where he wants to be, isn't it? You know, but with the leverage and the reach he's got, there's no reason for him to be taking shots, is there?
No, there's no reason at all for him. But I don't think he minds, does he?
No.
Although in his last fight here in Bolton, before he beat John Telford, he boxed a lot, didn't he? He just used a jab and stayed away and was perfect, really. Was it Ambomo?
I think he knew he had a chance at the Central Area title fight, and just didn't want to take any risks to make sure that he got through on that one, which is unlike Jack, as like we was been saying. But he's working his way in here now and landing some really good shots.
Yeah, Stanislavski, I don't know if he's struggling with the pace or Jack's size, or I think the bodywork's probably done a bit of damage. Jack's been pretty accurate down there, but he's struggling now, isn't he?
Yeah, if he does see this round out, I can't see him getting through the third. I mean, from the start of this round, Kilgannon's took control and he's basically beating him up, John.
Yeah. He's a funny character, Jack, isn't he? You know, some fighters, when on fight day, they might be a bit quiet, and some go high practice. Jack never changes, does he? I was walking in the arena with him before, and he might well have been going to work. You know, he's just
come to work.
Not a care in the world.
Right. John's giving me a poke there. I'll tell you why in a minute.
getting some replays there from a fight earlier on. Tyrone Bowen Price, Steve. What a debut that was.
Do you know what? It was a risky fight for him to take as well. You know, we hadn't got him matched, and he found someone undefeated. Okay, he was only one fight, but he was a stone heavier than him. But he was that desperate to fight. He said he'll fight, so he did that. And I know he's probably a better boxer, but I didn't think he'd dismantle him the way he dismantled him. You know, it makes you wonder what he's going to do with people when he gets someone with his own weight. So yeah, I'm excited about seeing how far he can go.
Round 3.
You know, round 3, it looked like Stanislavski was just starting to come apart in that second round, so Kilgannon's not got to slow down. If Stanislavski's struggling, Kilgannon's going to find out.
Yeah. Done the wrong fight.
Apologies for this, you're getting replays. There we go, back to the live action.
Right. There we go. I'm glad he's not stopped him while that was going on, John, but I think he's going to stop him now, isn't he? The kid's wilting, and I think either John Latham will step in or a body shot will put him down, and he might probably get him up, but he seems to have took enough past to the kid now.
Jack's just got, if he lets his hands go for 15-20 seconds, John Latham's going to stop in here, isn't he?
Yeah, there's been an impressive performance for him, and I'm not saying he was worried yesterday because he's not that sort of character, but I think he was feeling that he's not been at his best because he's been out so long, and like you say, he's been taking weight off the big part of his camp. And obviously that's hard for the trainers as well, then, haven't they? Because they've got to balance in what he's doing, but nice big head shot there that's wobbled him.
Right hand hurt Stanislavski there.
Yeah, I think he just needs to drop him a bit to the body, and we'll have a finish here. But fair play, he's fighting on.
Yeah, he's got to just marching forward there, Stanislavski, trying to get close, but Kilgannon's landing everything. Mouthpiece is out, Kilgannon's. Plenty of time left in this round as well, Steve. Struggling on the ropes there, Stanislavski.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at him here and I'm just thinking, he's not a bad opponent, is he? You know, obviously, Jack's a level above, but for lots of inexperienced middleweights, it'd be a decent test. The end's coming here, though. Just up to Kilgannon to pick the punches properly, and he'll take Stanislavski out. Beautiful left hook there. Just needs to drop a few more to the body, but he's been having success to the head, so
do his confidence a world of good, won't it? You know, if he can get Stanislavski out of there after all this time out. Yeah.
As I say, yesterday you could see a bit of apprehension in him, but no. And the thing is, it's great, all the fans who've come to watch him seeing a proper performance, haven't they? And hopefully they'll come back for him. Oh, there we go, body shots, but kid's come back with a right up there.
The straight punches he can't deal with. Whenever Jack just puts that right hand in behind the jab, he's landing every time, isn't he? Uppercut landed there nicely as well. Stumbles back to his stool.
Well, do you know what? It surprised me, John, that he's got through that round, but these boxers are a different breed, aren't they?
Took some clean shots there, one of them straight on the forehead. That can usually send people's legs all over the place, can't it? Just kept walking through it.
I don't know if that towel's going to help him out here now, but I can see he might be throwing it in, I think, in this round here. I mean, unless Kilgannon's tiring himself and just going to box his way through, I'm going to carry me bet forward and say we'll double up, but he's going to stop him in this, the fourth round.
Second round, round 4.
Do you want to tell people, Steve, why I give you a nudge a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah. So I'm sat doing on the comms with you there, and the final fight, the name is final fight of the day is James Moorcroft v Octavia Grati, who's a bit of a chilled and laid-back character, and he's only just turned up. We've sent the scouts out for him, so I can report to everyone we've actually now got a top of the bill, which we're starting to doubt because he'd gone missing. He was knocking on his hotel room, no answer, looking around the bars. Doctors were looking for him, but he's here now, and he looked no care in the world as he just strolled past us there, did he?
Yeah. Got carried away seeing the sights of Bolton.
Yeah.
He's got Stanislavski's only halfway through this. The end of it must seem like a million miles away at the minute, but like you said just there, Steve, it's whether Jack's going to tire after so long out the ring. If he doesn't, then he's definitely going to stop him. But if he does, Stanislavski looks like an hard case. He might just be able to see it out.
Yeah. Well, I've seen fights where you can't believe after 2 rounds that it's going to last long, and then end up doing the same for 12. And I mean, the Eggington fight we talked about before was similar to it, where I think someone's going to go, but here it looks like he's going to go over like a skittle anytime soon. But he keeps going on, and you've just got to admire them for this, haven't you?
Yeah. Macaulay McGowan's watching on Facebook, asking is this for Joshua and Usyk undercard? I think you're a couple of weeks early there, Macaulay. But he's a friend of Jack Kilgannon. He trained at that gym for a little while.
Yeah.
Loads of people commenting on Kilgannon today.
Right. That's good then, isn't it? It's not bad for Macaulay, that just 2 weeks out, though, is it? He's surpassed himself.
Just got to pick some clean shots here, Kilgannon, hasn't he? His accuracy's just dropped off in this round.
Yeah, and he's lost his way, hasn't he? I mean, I just looked at the clock there, 40 seconds to go. He's soon gone. Not been as clean with his work in this round at all, has he?
That's a nice body shot. He felt that, Stanislavski. Wonder if that's the key. He stopped it.
Right.
I thought he took more punishment in the previous round.
Good do. I mean,
didn't want to know, though. He's not complaining, is he? Good win for Jack Kilgannon, Steve.
Yeah, he was. That was like a little onslaught, wasn't it? But he's had big onslaughts. As I say, John Latham's obviously a little bit closer to us, and we've been seeing him wilting from here. He's probably been watching him now for 2 rounds, thinking as soon as the opportunity comes, I'm going to get in there. But let's have a look back here now. Yeah, big right hand. But listen, if it was a title fight, he was saying no. But you know, he's took enough past. He don't need to take any more, because that's all that was going to happen.
Yeah, no complaints really from the corner. And it was only going to go one way, wasn't it? And brilliant, really, for Jack Kilgannon after 2 years out.
Yeah. But pleased for him, he needed that. And I think the Pole will be in the pub in a minute, won't he? Now enjoy the rest of his time in England. Yeah. All right, John, I'm going to let you go now. I think someone else is joining you. Have you got Campbell?
Yeah, I'm just going to disappear for a second. We've got Campbell Hatton coming on for the next fight, which is Jacob Roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 36 seconds of round number 4, star referee John Latham has stopped the contest in order to save Damian Stanislavski from further punishment. Therefore, your winner, now undefeated in 11 professional contests from Oldham, Jackie Boy Kilgannon. And a fine effort from Poland's Damian Stanislavski. Ladies and gentlemen, if you require some marigold gloves to do the washing up back home, they're with Derek down here. If you need the gloves, they're with Derek. Rob, ladies and gentlemen, with us this afternoon, he's moving away from ringside. We'll give him in a minute. It's okay, Rob. The lights are too strong, Carl. Ladies and gentlemen, a young man who's with us, former Cruiserweight champion Great Britain, former Cruiserweight champion of Europe, and former WBO Cruiserweight champion in the world. Twice he fought Chris Eubank and anybody else who was out there. Let's hear it for Carl the Cat Thompson. Beautiful to see you, Carl. On we go, ladies and gentlemen, with contest number 5. Here comes another continental visitor from Zagreb, Croatia, Ivan Jegatch.
Carry on here, 4th fight of the night. Mike Pash just getting a couple of instructions, but it's going to be Jacob Roll making his way to the ring for his debut in a second.
And opposing him from Europe's entertainment capital, Jegatch.
Revolving chair on cold commentaries change. We got Campbell Hatton now. How are you, Campbell?
Yeah, good, mate. It's good to see the small hall shows back. There's that good little atmosphere tonight. I'm here watching Luke Evans, stablemate of mine, so enjoying the show.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of a chat about Luke in a little while. But here we go, it's Jake's debut, and when he watches it back, he wants us to be talking about him, doesn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
He'll be soaking this in, won't he? I know your debut was a bit weird, but I bet you can remember every second of that ring walk, can't you?
Yeah, it's surreal. There's no feeling like it. There's, like, your nerves are going, like, you're more nervous for your first fight than any other. Like Matthews told me in the gym, he was more nervous for his pro debut than he was going in with Alvarez. So, yeah, I'm not envious of how he's feeling at the minute.
Something I've always wondered, Campbell, when we do the ring walks nowadays, and we say, right, you've got to stand on this stage for a few seconds. Do you have any say in that, or do you have to dance around for a... I couldn't do that, I just want to walk out. I couldn't dance on a stage.
It's just, I couldn't keep still with my debut. I was pacing up and down the changing room, like you're fired up, so... Yeah, it's more that, really, just getting ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is for 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue claret and silver coloured shorts. At the weight he's scaled 10 stone, 11 pounds, 3 ounces, hailing from Zagreb, Croatia, Ivan Jegatch. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the blue, gold and white coloured shorts. At the weight he scaled 10 stone, 5 pounds, 8 ounces. Tonight is his proud professional debut, hailing from the seaside resort of Blackpool, Jegatch. Timekeeper at the bell, Chris O'Connor. Referee in charge of the action, Jamie Kirkpatrick, for 3-minute rounds.
Jacob Roll got high hopes for Jacob Roll at VIP, who's a really good amateur. I think at one point we were thinking of going forward for Team GB and that elite amateur stuff, but the pandemic's caused his professional career to come forward a little bit sooner than he might have imagined, and here he is in the ring on a Sunday afternoon with a tough Croatian.
Yeah, he's taking the centre of the ring straight away, like the good amateur, but he's being aggressive here, so it might be a bit more of a professional style already.
Yeah, he won a few national titles, Jake. Got a silver in the Europeans as well, so really talented fighter.
It's looking nice and relaxed as well. That's one thing I didn't do in my debut. I got a little bit excited by the crowd, so it's a good start.
I think it must be easier to get excited than not to be honest, Campbell.
Yeah, 100%. You know, such a big occasion that you've been going through it in your head, so you've got all your mates there. You're eager to please.
I tell you what, Jake's going about this really coldly, isn't he? He's hurting with a couple of body shots and he's picking them straight punches really well.
Yeah, straight down to business here. Setting him up as well, going upstairs first.
Jegatch is straight away, he's getting them elbows down by his side, but a little left up to the head as well.
Yeah, he's just throwing a few little touches, finding the openings, creating the gaps, which is good.
Yeah, you don't load up with everything, do you? Touch, touch, bang, that's the way, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Looks like it's going to be a difficult night, this, for Ivan Jegatch.
I'm not going to even have a go at saying his name.
I'm ignoring the N at the start. If it's Ivan Jegatch, I apologise, Ivan, if you're watching this back, but we're going to go with Jegatch.
He's definitely got a style suited to the professionals for a good amateur as well. He's, I think it'll be quite easy for him to make the transition. He's not bouncing all over the place like with a fencing sort of style. He's taking his time and putting them together nicely.
They always say, you know, the thing when a real good professional does anything, they always look like they've got loads of time, and he does, doesn't he? He looks like he's got all it's all being fought on his terms here, Jacob Roll.
Yeah, he's picking him really well, in no rush at all. Because that's the danger sometimes with a 4-rounder. You feel like you're running out of time and rush your work, something I know I do. So like he's going about it spot on, just taking his time, picking his shots.
First round coming to an end here, pretty much perfect for Jacob Roll, really good. Are you learning then, Campbell? You know that your debut went by in a flash, you fought a couple of times since then. Are you learning to pace yourself now? Is that the most important thing you've maybe learned?
Yeah, it's just keeping that composure really. Like I always sort of start off well. In all my fights, my best 2 rounds have been the first 2. I've got a really good engine. That's one of my biggest strengths. But I sort of get in the mindset, you know, where it's, like I said with the 4-rounders, I'd get 2 rounds in and then I'd think, oh, I'm running out of time. So that's what I really need to do. I think because I've got a good engine, I can just bulldoze. But I started slowing it down that little bit more and trying to find the shots and pick them a bit better. And that's what I'm going to look to do going forward, moving on to a 6-rounder next. So that's the plan.
That should suit you better. What have you learnt about yourself, Campbell, since being a pro? You know, you knew you had a good engine. You'll have known that was a strength. But what have you learnt about yourself in this time since you made your debut?
When we made the decision to turn over, we
beautiful little combination there.
Yeah, lovely that. Picture's nice. We sort of thought about, you know, boxing more, you know, taking our time because we've got more rounds. We're not in as much of a rush. So in my sparring, we were surprised just how much I was picking them.
Yeah.
So that's probably the main thing.
Well, Jacob Roll's picking them beautifully. He picked
lovely shot.
A lovely right uppercut and a left hook. And
I think that's the beginning of the end there.
Yeah, we could see in the first round, Jegatch was going to have a long night, and there you go,
yeah,
he's turned his back and he's waved it off. He's not complaining too much either, Campbell, is he?
No, it's really good style to watch. That classy work, picks his shots, but very aggressive and straight down to business.
Looked in a different league, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Really impressive stuff. And we've got your stablemate Luke Evans coming up now. Just before I let you shoot off, Campbell, I'm a big fan of Luke. You know, I remember him when he was at Gary Booth's over in Earlham, and he saw his debut and his second fight, and he really looks the part. If Luke's mind's on it, he can be a real talent, can't he?
Definitely. I think I see him day in, day out in the gym, and I get plenty of rounds in with him myself, and he's one of the most talented fighters I've been around. He's got every shot in the book. His movement's brilliant, his footwork's good. It's all in his hands. I think he ticks every box. He just needs to get his head on it, but from what I've seen in the gym, he's certainly done that. So I think he'll put a good performance in tonight. Looking forward to it.
Great. Thanks, Campbell. You get nice on that ring walk now. And good luck in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after just 56 seconds of round number 2, referee Jegatch Patrick has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Ivan Jegatch was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner on his stunning professional debut, Jake Abra. Your appreciation, Ivan Jegatch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your penultimate contest of the afternoon stroke evening now. Please welcome another continental visitor from Poland. Here is Denis Monrey. And from the superb city of Salford, the undefeated Luke Evans.
Welcome back to Bolton's White Hotel, and a co-main event we're going to call it. We've got Luke Evans, a really talented fighter, been out the ring for a long while like a lot of fighters. He's got a new team behind him. He says he's completely dedicated to fulfilling his potential, and he gets back on the horse today against Denis Monrey.
Yeah, and he looks fired up for this one as well.
We'll get the introductions from Michael Pass, and then 6 rounds at welterweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed your penultimate contest of the afternoon. 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with the silver spangled effect. At the weight he scale, 10 stone, 2 pounds 14 ounces. Tonight is his 13th professional contest, hailing from Jegatch, Poland, Denis Monrey. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the Union Jack colours trimmed with white. At the weight he scale, 10 stone, 6 pounds 6 ounces, his perfect unblemished record consisting of 10 contests, 10 wins. Presenting from the superb city of Salford, the undefeated Luke Evans. Timekeeper at the bell, Burnley's Gary Grennan, and the excellent star referee in charge, the world-class Mr. John Latham. 6 3-minute rounds.
All right, well, 6 3-minute rounds coming up here, John. And we were just talking beforehand, and you were saying that, you know, skill-wise, he's got the full repertoire, hasn't he, Luke?
Yeah, Luke's got every weapon in the book. He's grown now as well. You know, he's much taller, filled out into the weight. He looks a big lad in there today. Don't forget, hashtag VIP Boxing Live. Any questions or comments, and sending your questions on Facebook and YouTube. We read everything out. But yeah, all the ability in the world, Luke. He's just got to start putting it together now.
That's a good start.
Lots of head movement, lots of feints. He's got fast reflexes. He's got good feet. So 10 fights into his career now as well. I think this is number 11. So it's really his time to start putting the foot down.
Well, he looks quite sharp, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he'll be looking to takes a bit right hand there.
Yeah,
over
took
top.
the right hander.
I think he'll be looking to really make an impression here. You know, it's his first time fighting with Matthew Hatton in his corner. He's been training with Matthew for quite a while now. I think he'll be wanting to show Matthew what he can do.
Yeah, definitely, and Matthew really rates him. They've spent a lot of time working together, as you said. Good counter punching here, good slipping as well.
It's December 2019 since Luke last fought. Beat journeyman Richard Samuels on points. Since then, it's just a frustrating time like a lot of lads. But seems to have found his timing and his range pretty well here, doesn't he? Pretty quickly.
Yeah, he does.
But I tell you what, it's been good today. The opponents have all come to fight.
Yeah, yeah, it does make a complete different complexion to a show, doesn't it, when they come to fight? And it's what you want, isn't it? You want that development process for the fighters.
Yeah, fighters like Luke don't need, and Jack Kilgannon don't need babying at this stage. You know, for 10-0, 11-0, Jack's a champion, and the Polish guy he fought came to fight. This Monrey's come to let his hands go as well, hasn't he? It just gives the prospects and the home fighters an opportunity to show what we can do rather than just punching against high guards.
Well, you're right about the skills. He has got a full set, hasn't he? I mean, he's going upstairs, downstairs, and he actually looks comfortable. Good right hand there. Good counter right hand.
A couple of little exchanges here.
Yeah.
Luke give him one to take one. Not something we usually see from him, but must be confident in that he can take Monrey's power.
Yeah, it is. It's a more aggressive Luke Evans than we've seen before, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if this is just down to him looking to make up for a bit of lost time and show Matthew what he can do. You know, really try to put a stamp on something. I'll tell you, it's been a good first round, that, hasn't
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Flown
Seen
by.
some good exchanges.
Yeah, good first round from both fighters there. Dennis Monrey came to have a go, and Luke Evans certainly let him have it.
And his opponent's turned up in good shape, hasn't he? He's not turned up flabby or anything. He's turned up looking ready for action.
Have a quick look at Dennis Monrey here, 6-6. So he's still got some ambition. First time he's fought in Britain, so again, a bit of an unknown prospect. But just like Stanislavski, who fought Jack Kilgannon, certainly someone we'd look to have back, just judging by that first round. Also, Monrey hasn't settled into that journeyman mode yet. You know, he wins one, loses a couple, wins one, loses. So he's not settled fully into journeyman mode, and we can see that from that first round.
Seconds out, round two.
Be interested to see what Matthew's told him there in the corner. We'll see if we see any changes as he comes out for the second round.
Yeah, I wonder if he might just tell him not to get involved as much, use your skills. He traded a fair amount there in the first round, didn't he?
Yeah, because that's what he was known for, wasn't it? Like his very slick and elusive counter-punching style. Having said that, he's come out on the front foot for this round.
Maybe some of it's Matthew changing his style and look, use your ability.
Yeah.
You know, you've got fast hands. For one thing you might have said about Luke was, does he have the power? But he looks pretty confident in it here today.
Yeah.
Loaded up on a big right hand there. Missed pretty wildly.
He took one, but he did deliver his own good crisp right hand as well.
Yes, but certainly a little bit more different style than we've seen. Luke does seem very happy to give one to take one tonight. Looks like he's come for a fight, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Well, you can see when he got in the ring, he looked very pumped and charged, didn't he? So maybe that tells you of his state of mind coming into this one. He's really firing. Just needs to be a little bit careful because this other guy is throwing. You're throwing with him at the same time, which can be dangerous.
He walked into a pretty stiff jab, then his head went back. The left up to her body seems to have a punch which is affecting Monrey the most. But Monrey looks pretty solid. Still got that ambition, hasn't he? Not gotten into his shell yet. Just getting rid of just struggling with some technological problems there.
Are we all sorted?
Yeah, I'm just getting used to touchscreen phones. So operating a replay system isn't my strength, but we're getting there.
I'm very pleased that you guys have got a replay system. It brings a bit of extra. You know, you guys are on a different level these days, aren't you?
It is. If I'm not in charge of it, yeah, we're on a different level.
Now Luke just switching a little bit there as well.
Yeah, dug a left to her body, just went a little bit low, didn't it? But just as we said, nice right hand.
Nice little right hand there.
Yeah, just leant back a little bit and then stepped in with it, didn't he? A nice counter shot. As we said with Jack Kilgannon, though, it's the perfect fight back. You know, Luke probably wouldn't have gained much from just doing a 40-36 shutout or just getting rid of someone in a round.
Yeah.
He needs some live fire coming back at him, and this is the ideal sort of fight.
That was a lovely little beautiful counter right hand there.
Yeah, it just looked like it rocked Monrey a little bit, didn't it? It's fair to say Luke's had his little problems outside the ring. We're not going to spend too much time talking about it, but if you've seen him for the first time, we should mention it. He got slashed across the face in an attack out in his hometown. Oh, sorry, in Stockport, I think it was.
I remember it well, man. It was, you know, there were deep cuts, weren't they? And thankfully, everything's all good on that front now.
Yeah, it's the type of injury where you wonder if he could come back from it. When I first saw the picture, it looked like a Halloween mask.
Really
it was terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's come back from that now. Taking a right hand. Right hands like that will test your scars, Luke. Don't worry about that. I think they're fully healed now and doesn't seem to worry about it.
Nice sharp jab there. Probably just needs that nice work off that nice sharp jab a bit more, doesn't he? But that's beautiful when he throws it out, lovely and sharp.
Yeah, he's got quicker reflexes, a longer reach, and more ability. If it gets to a boxing match, then Monrey's going to struggle. But it does just seem like Luke's intent on walking him down a little bit.
Yeah. I think he's just in one of their moods, isn't he?
I think that at the end of the last round, that little step back and right hand he landed, that's probably, if you were to paint an ideal picture, that'd be the key, wouldn't it, of what Luke should really do, but...
Yeah.
Dennis Monrey came with no reputation in Britain whatsoever, but he's certainly earning himself on here. We're going to see Monrey back a fair amount of times, I think.
Yeah, I hope so as well, because he gives a good test to these lads from what we've seen so far, and yeah.
Well, we've got the fighters around this weight. You've got Kane Gardner, Nathan Benny, lots of guys like that. They will all benefit from a fight with someone like Monrey at some point.
Yeah. He's a bit like a Brett Fido type character, isn't he? He comes forward, and you know you're going to have a fight.
Certainly landing his shots as well.
Yeah.
Nice little left hand there, just rocks Luke's
Some nice
head back.
cute work off the ropes there. That was a nice little, you know, 20 seconds of action there from Luke. You know, he was under pressure, but he dealt with it well.
Yeah, spun out a corner, didn't he? Just got Madry's back on the ropes. Had his own attack. We've seen more of the old Luke Evans now, aren't we? You know, moving his feet more.
Yeah.
But Madry doing well.
Yeah, he just held them for a second there, Luke, didn't he? And Madry pounced on it.
No, I'm thinking this is quickly turning into the toughest fight of Luke's career. You know, I'd say the biggest test. You know, he's been asked more questions in this fight than he has in his career to date so far. Ends around with a nice right hand again.
And the tunes keep coming in. Whose playlist is this?
It's good, isn't it?
Can't be Steve Woods, can it?
Yeah, we connected Woody's iPod up.
Oh, there's the DJs over there, yeah, rocking the beat. Do you take requests? Yeah, hey, they take requests as well. You got any Fleetwood Mac? Have you got any Fleetwood Mac? There we go. Requests in.
I think Woody's trying to start, you know, Matchroom have got Sweet Caroline. I think Woody's trying to start Yes Sir We Can Boogie as the VIP. In every show since the comeback, we've had a bit of Yes Sir I Can Boogie.
The only problem is we might see Lee Hogan having a boogie, and no one needs to see that.
Be like that scene in Magoonies.
Yeah.
Second half, round 4.
Fourth round, he's not had it all his own way, Luke. Here. I think he's winning on points, but he's having to answer questions here from Dennis Madry. Not solved them all yet either.
No, he's going to have to think about this, because Madry as well looks like he wants to win, basically. So I don't think he's going to be stopping anytime soon. Good shot there from Luke.
Definitely putting more weight into that right hand, Luke.
Definitely.
From the last time we saw him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he definitely looks more comfortable trading now.
Training over there with Campbell Hatton, over with Matthew Hatton. So
yeah,
bit of a high-profile gym these days. You know, Campbell's getting opportunities. It tends to happen, doesn't it? You're following the slipstream. That's the word I was looking for.
That's the one. No, it's true. It's true. You see it over the years, and if there's a fighter doing really well on the big platforms, it does filter down to the rest of the lads.
So there could well be opportunities for Luke. You know, sign with a big manager who's got good connections. But like I say, we've just got to get back consistency, get a couple of wins, and we've seen Luke Willis finally get an opportunity.
Yes.
He's fighting soon.
Looking forward to that fight in Liverpool.
Yes.
It's a good fight, that, him against, I think it's Ryland Charlton, isn't it?
Ryland Charlton. So it can be done, you know. These fighters who bubble away on undercards for a while and are looking for an opportunity, they do appear. Just got to keep in the gym, keep training, and keep winning when you get your chances.
That's a lovely little combination from Luke. And another one here, just as I speak there. You know when he just lets the shackles off, he's got all the skill, hasn't he?
Looks like he's just trying to work on his timing here with it on the ropes. He's taken a couple. Nice head body attack there from Luke. The big left hook.
Good shots there as well. It doesn't look like Madry's in the mood to go anywhere though, does it?
No, Dennis Madry's a tough guy. Good opponent. Just one straight a little bit low there, I think. And Madry doesn't seem the type to milk this. I think he'll be straight back into action as quick as he can. Yeah. flush right hand.
Oh, nice body shot there as well.
Luke's landed some flush shots on Dennis Madry, but Madry's not done anywhere.
He's got one of them. Might be related to Ivan Drago for all we know.
Good exchange there.
Yeah, well, he threw a few shots himself, Madry, but Luke wasn't having it. He come back straight away, and nice little exchange from both fighters there.
Yeah, showing some fast hands, Luke. Body and that combination, head and body, or body and head's working for him quite well, isn't it? Digging that left up behind the ribs and then coming to the head, or the opposite way round.
He's back. Can't get rid of it.
Here we go. Steve Woods here. Steve, what do you think about this?
Oh, this fight here now, just rushing it down. I think he's in control, but he is a bit apprehensive at times, isn't he, Luke? So hope he opens up a bit. Yeah.
You can always count on Steve for an honest assessment of the situation.
Your words from the main man.
That was a lovely left hook there from Luke.
Second out, round 5.
Here's round 5.
Yeah, it looked like Madry landing some shots actually wound Luke up to the point where he come back with venom. Now, that's the thing. He's always said, look, I have got a nasty streak myself, you know. I'm not just a boxer. And I think he's proven it tonight. He's got a bit of spite about him now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think that's the significant difference in style.
Yeah.
Like, Jack Kilgannon came back and he was the Jack we know and love, wasn't he? You know, he got amongst it, didn't hold back, didn't feel his way into it or anything.
Yeah.
But with Luke, I think there's a couple of pretty clear differences on things that have changed in the last couple of years. But Madry's going to make him work for every single second of this.
Well, he's applying a lot of pressure. So Luke is having to use all of his defensive skills that he has.
Picked up a mark under his right eye. Madry, that'd be probably from one of those left hooks that Luke's thrown in.
Nice jab, nice jab. He finds some great shots when his back's to the ropes, doesn't he? Been watching all those 1970s fighters, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. The old heavyweights that used to roll on the ropes and counter with big left hooks.
Yeah.
I think his timing you can see what tactics he's trying to employ and what style, can't you? I think the more time he's in the ring, his reflexes here will just sharpen up a little bit more, won't they?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the same for all fighters. You need to be active, don't you, really, to keep that sharpness. I know some fighters don't believe in ring rust, but you can tell when you've got an active fighter, you can tell the difference.
Yeah, you can spar all you want, but when you're under here, it's a professional fight with 8-ounce gloves trying to knock you out. There is a difference.
Yeah.
So it's been a real good 6th round of this. It's been a good card.
Yeah.
As we said earlier, every opponent's come to fight. You know, we had Craig Sumner bought an unbeaten record. Tyrone Bowen Price looked really good. Rhiannon Dixon's opponent gave her plenty to think about. Danny Little, in fact, Danny Little was the Danny Little we know and love. Casey Brown got a win on his debut. Jack Kilgannon and Damien Stanislavski met in the middle and Jack Kilgannon won. Jay Cabral was brilliant against Ivan Jegatch, and now we've got Dennis Madry giving Luke Evans plenty to think about.
Absolutely, and you know what? I didn't realise there was that many fights, but I mean, it has gone quite quick. It's flown by, hasn't it? But that's some good talent on tonight's show.
You got 1 round left here. So don't forget, sending your questions, #VIP Boxing. I've been neglecting my Facebook and YouTube, but let's have a look. Sorry, Marcel Gutek. I think we're giving Dennis plenty of credit. I'm going to call you a liar there.
Why, what has he said?
Nice jabs, every single Luke's jab, but silence when Dennis does the same. No, we're giving
Respect for Dennis.
Yeah, you're listening to the wrong commentary. Ben Scott, those combinations are lovely. Some sneaky body shots. Danny Aspey's loving that double left hook. Yeah, so are we, Danny. Plenty of people watching Luke here. Iron Wolf Viking, Martin Robinson, Gowrie B, Ben Rourke. Lots of people watching Luke Evans. Oh, left hook's hurt him there.
Yeah, he won
and a right hand. And another right hand.
Oh, took some big shots there.
It's a beautiful finish from Luke Evans.
Oh, how's he got on from that?
Sensational stuff from Luke Evans. Can he finish it? I think he's going to fly it. He's going to.
No,
oh, he stopped it.
No, he was all over the place. I don't know. I mean,
I'll tell you what.
I'm glad he stopped it.
What a perfect finish. Yeah, he's still on a bit unsteady legs. What a perfect finish to a fight he's had to really work hard in. It's that beautiful little left hook, wasn't it?
Oh!
Let's have another look at that. It's a sensational finish.
He put them together brilliantly.
Here we go. So we just get broken up. Luke's walking him down. Just a short little left hook, wasn't it? His legs went all over the place. That's what started with trouble, and then he went left hook crazy, didn't he, to finish it?
There's the one that started it all off.
Oh! Big right hand. Another right hand.
And Madry does well to even get up from that.
3 massive left hooks. That's a fantastic finish. Walking on wooden legs. The towel came in.
The towel came in, and I'm glad it came in because he would have walked into something there. But respect to Madry, because to even get up from that and want to continue.
But I'll tell you what, he had to work for every second of that, but it's a pretty fantastic finish.
Yeah, definitely.
And as we said, Aki, putting more weight on his shots. That's the first time we've seen Luke cut loose like that.
That's the best I've seen him in terms of quality of punching quality. I mean, we know he can box, we know he can move, but he's just shown us he can punch there as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 27 seconds of round number 6, star referee John Latham has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Dennis Madry was in no position to continue, therefore your winner, now undefeated in 11 professional contests, hailing from the superb city of Salford, Luke Evans. Your appreciation, Dennis Madry.
So yeah, a marker just how different that was from Luke. That's his first stoppage, moves to 11-0. The first time he stopped anybody, and from watching that display, you wouldn't have imagined that, would you?
No, not at all. Not at all. And you know what it was there? It wasn't just a reckless, it wasn't like a reckless wild finish. He picked those shots really well.
Coming up in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen.
Finish there from Luke Evans.
Coming up in a few minutes, the main event of this afternoon's promotion brought to us by VIP Promotions. In just a few minutes, the final contest of the afternoon. Thank you.
James Moorcroft fighting Octavia Grati. We'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the afternoon. Please welcome, making his entrance to the ring, another continental visitor, this time from Romania, Octavian Grati. And now introducing from Wigan, James Moorcroft. Ladies and gentlemen, VIP Promotions proudly present this, the main event, live and exclusive on VIPboxing.tv. The officials have been appointed by the Central Area Council of the British Boxing Board of Control, whose area representative still sitting proudly at ringside is Miss Sally C. Inspector Kurt Haslam, in addition, adjacent to her. And so, people of Bolton, from the Bolton Whites Hotel, this is the Big Fight Live. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with white. At the weight he scaled, 10 stone, 10 pounds, 9 ounces. He hails from Moldova, presenting Octavian Grati. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the silver-coloured shorts, trimmed with a silver spangled effect and black. At the weight he scaled, 10 stone, 11 pounds, 3 ounces. His outstanding record this afternoon reads 15 contests, 14 wins. 5 of those wins coming by way of knockouts, with just a solitary defeat. Presenting the pride of Wigan via the Anthony Crawler camp, James Moorcroft. Timekeeper at the bell, Chris O'Connor, and the fine talent that is Jamie Kirkpatrick is in charge of the action. 8 3-minute rounds.
James Moorcroft in the main event here against Octavia Grati.
Keep the punches up, watch your heads on the inside. Obey my commands at all times.
Sorry, yeah, forgot to press
We're
my
on.
button then.
We're on.
8 rounds at welterweight. James Moorcroft, a bit of a VIP favourite over the last 3 or 4 years. Came from nowhere to become a bit of a thing. He came a little bit unstuck up in Scotland when he went on to fight Martin Harkin but looking to get right back on track now.
Oh, yeah, and he is genuinely one of the nicest guys around as well. And I'm looking forward to watching him tonight, yeah. 8-rounder this one.
Yeah, he's fighting Octavia Grati. Like I say, just over welterweight limit here. Always in tremendous shape, Moorcroft. Like Rhiannon Dixon from them two seem to be joined at the hip almost, don't they? Came through the unlicensed white collar scene and just got better and better and better and better with every performance and took people by surprise, really.
Oh, they're both trainaholics. And James, he is absolutely religious on his diet. And, yeah, you can see.
Extremely strict, is he?
Very strict on his diet, yeah, very strict. Takes it very seriously, very dedicated on the nutrition side of things. And he's just having a look early on here, staying tucked up, staying safe.
I know a couple of big fights on TV have fallen through for James, but he stayed in the gym. Got a win over MJ Hall not long ago. That was his first fight with Crawler. Back out here again now. He'll be looking to get some momentum. I know he had his half an eye on the Anthony Tomlinson, who got upset on a Fight Zone show a couple of weeks ago by a tough Mexican. But there'll be plenty of other opportunities for James Moorcroft.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that fight with Tomlinson, but, you know, it wasn't to be. It just is what it is. But, you know, I have a feeling that there are some big nights in store for James.
Yeah, very correct boxer. Doesn't over-exaggerate anything. Don't make any big mistakes, James. Everything's as correct as he can get it.
And outside the ring, he's a good laugh, you know, comes out with some hilarious little phrases.
Yeah, he's a character, isn't he?
He's a character, definitely a character.
Went through a real run of form, you know, where it was a strange build for James. We thought he was good for a white-collar guy. Then we thought he was a good prospect. Then we thought he was a good fighter. And then all of a sudden he went on a run of stopping people. And we really began to think he had something. He could be a, you know, title contender, English-British title. Then, as we say, it came unstuck against Martin Harkin, and, you know, a few weight problems and things like that. But back with Anthony Crawler now, and he'll be looking to pick up where he left off when he was beating the likes of Jake Best and Simon Henry and stuff like that.
And we mentioned earlier the opposition tonight, and I think it might be the same here tonight. I think Octavia's come for, you know, he's not come to be bowled over or anything. And let's see what he can produce. But this is much better from James here, controlling the, you know, the ring. Nice jab, measuring the distance well here.
As with Luke Evans, and to a lesser extent, well, no, Rhiannon Dixon as well. Just looking for changes, aren't we? You know, that they've made since the new trainer. Rhiannon we thought she was looking to the body a lot more, moving. Luke Evans was a lot more aggressive. Let's see what Crawler's instilled in James Moorcroft.
Yeah.
That right hand looks glued to his chin, doesn't it, for a start?
Yeah. Very disciplined. You know, discipline out of the ring, discipline in the ring, you know. Didn't expect to hear Benga boys tonight, but I'm delighted.
One of the more underrated dance bands of the late 90s, I think.
I always rated them, you know.
Saw him once at Jumping Jacks in Preston.
Did you actually? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you survived to tell the tale.
Yeah,
so.
I also saw Timmy Mallet there as well. So. Into that what you want.
Now we're going back in time, aren't we? Yeah, just touching back on training. I mean, obviously he's trained here by former world champion in Anthony Crawler. I mean, and I know he's a big fan of Crawler as well. So he was just really happy to be trained by him. So, and I've seen them, their dynamic together. He really does soak up what Crawler says to him and listens to everything and takes it on board.
Yeah, it must be for someone like James without that long amateur background, who hadn't been around characters like that. It must be every day, really. Even now, to an extent, he must pinch himself to be training with someone like Crawler.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's a decent gym. There's Jake James in there as well, and we work a lot with the fighters at Gallagher's gym. So every day is a learning day for James Moorcroft at the moment.
Absolutely, he gets quality sparring over there. This Octavia's on the front foot for a spell here. Landed a couple of good ones himself.
Yeah, Octavia Grati went missing for a couple of hours before the show. They were knocking on his hotel door. The doctors were looking. The officials were looking. VIP employees were looking for him. No one could find him. We wondered if he'd done a runner, but he sauntered in probably about 90 minutes ago, looking without a care in the world, and looks a very relaxed fighter, doesn't he? Doesn't look like he minds trading up whatsoever.
Where was he?
Translation got in the way. I don't think anyone will ever find out.
Well, he's here now. That's the main thing. And you're right. He looks very comfortable in the ring himself. He's heavily built, you know, muscular built. Looks like he can take a shot as well. And I wouldn't want to get in the way of one of his overhand rights that he's been throwing.
Wings them in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
James is looking very correct, though, isn't he? You know, his right hand's perfect. You know, beautiful position on his right hand. His left's there, and both hands come up when he backs away.
Yeah.
Everything correct. And for nice little uppercut, left hook, just got a little nod there from Grati,
Well,
didn't
he finished on the left hook to the body, and I think that got his attention.
You know, for someone like James, what a better trainer to have someone than Crawler, who got every little bit out of what he had. You know, he wrung every bit of ability out of himself, didn't he? And for someone like James, that's a perfect example to follow.
Definitely. I mean, you know, Crawler ended up fighting pound for pound, you know, Lomachenko in America. And, you know, I think James looks up to him, and that's good. That's really good because, you know, it's a great role model to look up to in that sense. And you can see elements, especially when he goes down to that left hook and finishes on the left hook. You can see elements of Crawler there.
Just threw a little feint there. Moorcroft just looking to open up Grati. He just let him have a go, didn't he? And now he's coming, Moorcroft's having his own turn.
Yeah. I mean, he looks in control, James, at the minute. He looks in control. He looks to be going at his own pace.
The other thing, you know, in the corner, you're not going to get any panic from Crawler, are you? You know, it's going to be pretty calm in there. He'll give you his instructions on what he wants you to do. There's not going to be any fluster or anything in an Anthony Crawler corner.
No, well, he knows what it's like, doesn't he? So he knows what you're going to be feeling like after a good round or a bad round. He'll know when to pick you up when he needs to, and he'll always have good advice. See, with Crawler, he's a boxing historian. You know, if you ask him anything about fights, he remembers everything. He knows the rankings. So he's a perfect man to give you, you know, that technical information you need.
Yeah, we're live on Facebook, VIP Boxing, Twitter, hashtag VIP Boxing Live, YouTube comments. Just looking down the comments here. Got Bobby Dazzler watching James Moorcroft. Well, shorts are a Bobby Dazzler.
They are, aren't they?
Grati coming to have a little bit of a go here at the start of the third.
Yeah.
But Moorcroft covered up and landing the much cleaner shots himself.
And this is some nice work from him here, picking the shots very carefully.
Just wonder if a couple of stung Grati. If there was a body shot in the previous round and he got caught a couple of times cleanly then, didn't he? He's just on the back foot a little bit now.
James put some nice work in there when he works off his jab. I think he knocked the gum shield out there, didn't he?
Say this on every show. Why doesn't the referee have a little squeezable water bottle where he could just rinse it off quick and put it back in?
Yeah, well, that's why we're going on Dragon's Den, aren't we? with that invention.
It'd save the time wasting. It'd save everything.
Right, if anyone's listening, we've just copyrighted that. Blocked that nicely. He's tucked up there very nicely, hasn't he?
Yeah,
and return fire, that was nice.
Yeah, he caught that left hook, didn't he? Came back with his own and then put an uppercut behind it. Right hand missed by that could have been a fight end of that.
Yeah.
Right hand just whistled past.
I mean, so far, this is the best I've seen James so far. Yeah,
just stepping back out of range of those body shots. a couple of little signs of frustration there from Grati, wasn't there? Oh, a beautiful left up, but he takes a right hand.
He took a right hand back, and it was a good check left up from himself.
I think they were the two cleanest shots either man's landed, and they both came out of it okay, didn't they?
Yeah. It's quite a mature performance, this, you know. Very professional.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks a well-rounded professional fighter, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's the thing, he's doing everything by the book, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Mouthpiece has come out again.
Okay.
See?
There we go. John, keep quiet. We're on to an idea here.
If
Duncan Bannatyne's watching.
If Grati is looking for a couple of arrests after being stung by a couple of shots, then should bought himself a little bit of extra time.
Well, yeah, I mean, referees do have some discretion there with excessive spitting of the mouthpiece. We haven't had excessive spitting of it yet, but...
Just landing some clean shots now, Moorcroft, wasn't it? A little bit of imagination there, with some uppercuts and hooks. And like you said, that looks very mature, doesn't he? Happy to just counter off the ropes then when Grati came in.
He's not doing anything silly, and, you know, because he knows what's at stake potentially in the next few fights for him, and he can't fault that.
Try and catch a replay. Hopefully we get the exchange the lads had. Big left up from Moorcroft and a right hand from Grati. Yeah, best exchange of the fight.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Well, halfway through this 8th round, and Moorcroft just looked like he was beginning to get well on top. He's always just been a step ahead, but he looked like he was beginning to put some real dents in Grati's in that last round. Got a thumbs up from Crawler in the corner there.
Yeah, he looks like he's boxed into a good strategy and a good game plan. But you see, he's still got to be careful because this kid's still quite dangerous, so that's why I like what he's doing, and he's not taking any silly risks. That was the thing. I mean, thinking about strategy-wise, I remember the fight Crawler with Barroso. A lot of people were picking Barroso to knock Crawler out, but he tucked up, stayed very tight, didn't throw too many shots, and he just let Barroso empty his tank a bit. And as the fight was unfolding, you were thinking, this is a bit of a master plan, this. So you've got a good strategic corner there.
Yeah, some of the cornerstones of that are here for Moorcroft, aren't they? You know, he's covering up tight. Whenever Grati does let his hands go, Moorcroft's making sure he stays tight, just letting him blow himself out. It's, like you said before, he's a muscle-bound little guy, isn't he? He's not going to have... You wouldn't imagine he'd have the greatest gas tank. Maybe if Moorcroft's opportunities to land really big will come in the last quarter of this one.
Nice jab, nice jab. Pushed him back with the jab.
Just looked like Grati's work rate drops in the last second half of the rounds, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. He does. He comes out fast. Oh, you got to see.
Oh, big right and left hook. Just got to be aware, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. Just got to be careful. Nice jab. Get back on that jab. That's nice, that. Yeah, Grati, he's quite deceptive because I think he's actually looking to vary his tempo and actually sneak him onto a big shot out of nowhere. He's tried it a couple of times. That's it. He's got a really nice jab, James.
Yeah,
Look at there again.
A real stiff jab, that one, wasn't it?
And again. Lovely jab. Oh.
Yeah, just as you were saying, just working in bursts, Grati there, isn't he? You know, very quiet for 20 seconds and then exploded at the end of the round.
Yeah, it's good veteran tactics, and you've got to be careful.
Just managed to stay on the very end of those punches, didn't he, Moorcroft? He was just took the sting out of him by being just far enough away with that footwork. That jab's a beautiful weapon, isn't it?
It's a great jab. I've been really impressed with that jab. It's not just a rangefinder. He's drilling it in.
Big
Seconds out. Round 5.
Round 5 of 8. Been a good fight. He's learning again, and that's been a feature of tonight, hasn't it? The whole fighters have all learned from the fights they've been in.
Yeah, it's been a good one today. As you said earlier, when the opponents do come to have a go and leave gaps, it does change the entire feeling of a show.
Two big right hands here thrown here from Octavia. And another one there.
Just got to get himself organised again here, Moorcroft. Those hands were perfectly positioned early in the fight. Just dropped a little bit. A little bit of a bump under that left eye now from those right hands. Although he's working in little bursts and, you know, he's clearly tiring Grati, he can't keep the pace up. It's dangerous when he lets those hands go, isn't he?
Well, it's a good tactic from him, because if he isn't completely 100% fit or whatever it might be, working in bursts is the perfect solution to that.
And he's not working in a tempo, is he? So it's difficult for Moorcroft to time. When James gets off first with that jab, he dominates, doesn't he?
That's when he looks at his best, when he gets off with the jab and just keeps it very simple.
Oh, third time the mouthpiece has come out.
I think he might be tired, actually, and that's why he's doing it, but I could be wrong, but it's almost like he's acknowledged it. Look, he's smiling about it.
He's got a big smirk on his face, hasn't he? Doesn't he look like a chunky Teofimo Lopez?
He does, actually, yeah.
I think next time's going to be a point off, isn't it?
Yeah. It would have to be, yeah. He's been warned now, officially, so yeah. He even just had a little laugh, didn't he? Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. But
also just gave him another little rest, and here he comes with another attack.
He is a dangerous little fighter, isn't he?
Oh, left hook, right hand as well. If he lands one, he lands another one.
Yeah. He's definitely a confidence fighter, isn't he? An on-top sort of fighter. James doing the right thing, though. He's not going wild. He's trying not to lose his shape. And that's the right thing to do at this particular stage when you've got someone swinging in front of you.
Yeah, good workout this for James Moorcroft. Plenty to work on, plenty to learn from, and lots of opportunities to practice what Collar's been teaching him in the gym. Goal 6th round coming up. 2/3 of the way through this now. Pretty typical of the action we've been seeing, that, isn't it? Moorcroft trying to keep a tight guard and Grati coming with wild hooks. And Mary's just having a little laugh, but he's spitting the mouthpiece out.
10 seconds, bonus. Seconds out. Round 6.
Now, just having a little look at Grati's record here, and when, you know, out of his 7 wins, 4 have come by way of knockout, sorry. So
you can perfectly see that, can't you?
oh, you can
in the
definitely see
tactics.
it. Yeah.
Lots of fighters earlier on in their careers could well be caught out by these tactics. But Moorcroft, pretty patient, isn't he? He's not doing anything silly.
Well, that's it. Well, that's why I kind of like this performance from Moorcroft, because he's thinking safety first, and he's doing what he has to do, and it's a very professional, workman-like performance. That was a good jab there. But Grati is he's becoming a little bit of a pest, isn't he? A bit relentless.
He is. That jab's going to be more important these last 2.5 rounds, isn't it? When it lands, it stops him in his tracks. But if James neglects it, takes a right hand and a left up there. Bit of blood.
Is that a little bit of damage from? Is it from his nose? Or?
Yeah, I think it's from his nose. Although his right eye looks. It's his right cheek swollen, isn't it?
Yeah, and that may spur Grati on even more. So. He's complained about headbutts a couple of times, James.
She needs to get those hands right again. You know, get those hands up nice and tight.
Yeah.
Absorb the shots, you know, the head movements.
I'm just looking at that right eye from here. It looks like it's coming up a little bit.
Yeah. I think Grati's, the way he fights, there's no rhythm to it, so I think that makes it a bit difficult to avoid some of these with upper body movement.
Yeah.
If James just keeps his hands right, I think he can absorb a lot of the shots and block them rather than trying to dodge them. It's turned into a good little test, hasn't it, this for James Moorcroft?
It has. And I think Grati's been spurred on by the blood, you know, and just seeing the facial damage.
Goes to the body for the first time, Grati there, just let both his hands go.
And he went to the body with some venom.
And mouthpiece has come out again.
I think
that's got to be a point, I think. Now, even if it's unintentional, it's 4 times. You know, it's halted the action, hasn't it?
Yeah, the referee would be within his rights to take a point here.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a point taken.
One point, yep. 1 point, yep. Gum shield, 1 point gum shield, yeah. That's fair enough, but he's often dangerous after these little breaks, so James needs to be aware right now.
Yeah, I don't think Grati's banking on a points win, is he?
No.
So it makes little or no difference.
Oh, good uppercut there from James.
Uppercut hurt Grati then.
It did. It spun him round. And another one.
Yeah, Moorcroft definitely cut around that right eye. It's turned into a little war.
Yep.
Mouthpiece has come
nearly
out again.
Out. No, I think it went back in there, John. It nearly went out.
How did he catch that?
He caught it back in with his tongue or something like a chameleon.
Fantastic round.
Yeah, good action. Very good action.
All of a sudden, the fight's just picked up out of nowhere, hasn't it? Moorcroft was on top, having to be aware, keep his wits about him, winning the fight, always a step ahead, but the last round and a half.
If you were Scroller, what would you be telling him now?
Jab. Hands up, jab. Hands up, jab.
That's exactly what I'd be saying. Hands up, keep tight, jab.
Bring that jab back as quick as it goes out.
Make it as boring as you can, doesn't matter.
That right uppercut was perfectly timed,
Beautiful
wasn't it?
shot, beautiful shot. It's right on the eyelid, that cut, by the looks of it.
Seconds out.
Got Georgie in there working on it.
Round 7.
And Adam Conlon, hello Adam. Never had a dull fight with James Moorcroft. Yeah, you're right, he's good value.
Just gone bullied back onto the ropes, takes another couple of right hands. Just got I think the key to this fight is there in James Moorcroft's left hand. If he can just stick that jab out. It's not a phrase I like. I hear a lot of commentators using it, but I think it works perfectly here. Stop with the bent arm shots.
Yeah.
It's not a phrase I like, but I think in this case, Moorcroft might be best suited with that.
Any more cliches?
Oh, takes
Oof.
another right hand.
Oof. One that's quite popular with commentators at the minute is collecting data with the jab.
I think he collected all the data he needed with that jab in the first couple, and that's the key, isn't it? That's going to work.
Yeah, definitely the key.
Getting backed up to the ropes with your hands down isn't.
Is that the gum shield again?
Yeah.
One more and he's out, he says.
Yeah, you don't need us to translate that, do you? For it's pretty obvious there.
What's one more and he's out in Romanian?
The instructions were there from the referee.
Nice shot, the uppercut. The uppercut's worked really well as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, the uppercuts work nicely in the exchanges, hasn't it?
Switch southpaw now, has he, Grati? Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever I see someone doing that, it suggests a big left hand is big left hook is coming in.
Over the top.
Oh, good short right hand from Grati, though.
It's the right hand that's working for him, isn't it? When Moorcroft lets himself get pushed back onto the ropes. Oh, maybe he doesn't let himself. You know, he's a strong little ball of muscle, isn't he, Octavia Grati?
Yeah. Good shot from James again there on the inside. But Grati's looking dangerous as well. It's turned into a bit of a dogfight, hasn't it?
It has. I think points-wise, I think James did more than enough in the first half of the fight, but
yeah, and you've got to factor in the point deduction, yeah.
But Grati's, since like round 5, the tide's turned a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Good left hook from Octavia there as well.
But it's there for James, isn't it? It's all there for him. You know, if he keeps those shots straight and quick, he's going to be good. You know, he's going to be fine.
Yeah. Has this guy fought over here before, John? Do you know?
No, I don't think he ever has.
Right.
We've had a few opponents there who've never fought in Britain, and
yeah,
they've all been
good. You just don't know with these guys, do you? Like what they're going to bring. And this guy's obviously come over, and he's quite a dangerous little fighter. So no, a good test for James, and he's also proving he's ticking a few boxes here, James. Ticking a few boxes. You know, he's cut. He's been under pressure. And he's definitely not capitulated, has he? So no, he's ticking boxes here.
Definitely not folded. He's got 1 round to go. Octavia Grati giving us a little bit of a line dance there to Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah. I think he's going to come out bombing.
I think so. I think he's going to come out confident. Are we going to get a replay of the dance? It doesn't look like it, no.
We're getting a replay of...
No, that's the point. That's the point. Some good action in the round.
See, early on when James was backing up, he was doing it with his both his hands up. Now he's doing it with his hands a bit lower, and it's causing him problems.
10 seconds, corners. Seconds out.
There's the dance. Well, he seemed like he had some energy left there, so will we see him come out firing?
Total opposite so far, but I think there's an explosion coming, isn't there?
Yeah, and I feel like James has been told to work off the jab this round, because we're seeing that jab coming out nice and regularly now. It's the hooks, isn't it? It's the swings, as Jim Watt said in the Amir Khan Marcus Maidana fight. It's the swings, and there's the hook shield, and he did say one more and you're out. So
let's see what happens. He tried to catch.
He's disqualified him.
He's disqualified him. Good as his word.
He's disqualified him.
Well, I counted 6 times.
I think that was it was the 5th or 6th, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think Moorcroft was on his way to points.
Yeah.
Pretty comfortable points.
I think he was. Yeah.
But Grati seems to have done. He'd finally got where he wanted to be. You know, he had Moorcroft on the back foot. He was letting his shots go, and there you go. It's all gone out the window.
I mean, the referee went through the right stages, didn't he? It happened a couple of times.
Sorry, Rob.
He then warned. He took a point off. He warned him, then took a point off, and then
Ladies
gave
and
the
gentlemen,
final
before
warning.
we render the decision,
and lift up
if I could just have your attention, if you're a big rugby league fan, a legend of rugby league is with us this evening. Great Britain International also played for Wigan Warriors, Widnes and Salford. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Gregory on this table here. Andy Gregory. Good to see you as always, Andy. Okay.
Let's get down to Michael Pass for the official announcement. Octavia Grati looks like he's not got a care in the world, does he?
No, he actually is quite a good mover.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 39 seconds of round number 8, Jamie Kirkpatrick, due to persistent infringement of the British Boxing Board of Control rules, has had no alternative but to disqualify Octavian Grati. Therefore, your winner from Wigan, James Moorcroft.
Yeah, well, he got disqualified, but Moorcroft got everything he needed out of that fight. It wasn't
and although
disqualification,
Octavian has been disqualified, he did put up a fine performance before then. Let's hear it for him. Let's hear it for both guys. On behalf of everybody concerned with tonight's promotion, brought to us by VIP Promotions, live and exclusive on VIPBoxing.tv. Have a safe journey home. Enjoy the remainder of your weekend. We are back on Friday from the wonderful Liverpool Olympia. Watch us live or attend in person. Good night. Bye-bye.
There we go. Thanks for joining us. I think it's been a good Sunday afternoon show, that, Aki.
I've enjoyed that one, John. I've enjoyed it. Every fight, you know, there was a couple of lads I hadn't seen before. There was challenges. There was, good learning moments. And we had a big knockout as well. But a really big one as well, didn't we? So there we go. Great night.
Yeah, we had a big knockout. We had a disqualification. We had Jacob Rowe looking fantastic on his debut. We had Rhiannon Dixon warming up for that big show in Liverpool. We had Jack Kilgannon, the area champion, getting back on the horse with a good win today against Damien Stanislavski. Star of the show for me, I thought Jacob Roll against Ivan Jegatch was really, really good on his debut. Moment of a fight was for finisher Luke Evans. Fight of the night, I think it was Moorcroft and Grati.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all of them. I was really impressed with Tyrone Bowen Price as well. But yeah, great to see Rhiannon back in the ring. Great to see Jack Kilgannon back in the ring as well. Of course, Luke Evans and James. And good talent in Jake, like you mentioned there, and Casey Brown as well. So the entire card has something to talk about, really.
It does. Excellent. Well, you heard Michael Pass. VIP is back on Friday from Liverpool Olympia with some local prospects, and we will see you then. Thanks for listening.